Here we go. All right.
Hey everybody, I'm the Hidden Object Guru,
And I am the Night Dog.
and we're back for part 2 of Sinister City.
Woo.
As I recall, when we left off, we were talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Where were we? No, that was in the intermediary period. Well,
Still, though. So there's a
yeah.
new Alvin and the Chipmunks to capitalize on the success of the movies, I assume?
I think so, and kind of like, you know, standing somewhere in between the chipmunks that we're familiar with from the cartoon versions and such, and then the movies where they are actual tiny chipmunks with tails.
They're not large chipmunks in the movies?
No, in the movies they I guess
They're chipmunk-sized.
They're actual just physical chipmunks. Yeah, they're just little
Oh.
chipmunks. They're not anthropomorphic
Monster
beaver-sized
chipmunk thing.
child-sized chipmunks. Yeah.
Yeah, like a huge beaver-sized chipmunk.
Yeah. So they are, they're, because, you know, in that cartoon, they were basically just, like, short children. With,
Oh yeah, with monster faces.
with monster faces, seemingly no tails, and fur, but these CGI chipmunks,
Well, they always wore pants. Well, no, long shirts. So.
the CGI chipmunks, creepily, their faces look more, human
But they're
than the cartoon
chipmunk-sized.
chipmunks. But, no, I'm sorry, movie chipmunks.
Oh, movie
They're
chipmunks.
just chipmunks. They're
Okay,
just,
sorry.
they're just...
Oh, you mean the animated series?
Yes, this current animated series is CGI, and its chipmunks have human-like faces. Like they don't have little black noses like an animal. They have like human noses.
Okay.
And
Ew.
but then they have tails, as if standing in sharp contrast to their lack of Beagle Boy noses.
That is so insane.
Yeah, and yeah.
Oh, hey, is Jason Lee back as the voice of David Seville?
You know, I don't know. It could be Jason Lee as David
Okay.
Seville. I don't know if they were able to afford him for this particular.
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Do you see a sock? Is that a sock?
Yes.
That was a sock.
Yes.
I'm definitely surprised.
And then their height stands kind of midway between what they were in the cartoon and what they are in this movie, so they're kind of like the size of
Foot and a half tall?
yeah, like a foot and a half tall. So they still can attend school with children, and
Without getting stepped on
without being
too
stepped
frequently.
on. Because you know those movie chipmunks, they're more really like blatantly more like his pets.
Duck,
Or-
ruler, crown. You know, it's strange to me, now that I think about back to it as a child,
Yeah.
that there was a whole storyline on the show The Chipmunks
Yeah.
about brand protection and copyright infringement.
Oh, was there?
Because the Chipettes were introduced as a group of singing Chipettes
Yeah.
who were unaware of the existence of the Chipmunks, who, because they were singing Chipmunks, felt it was fair to bill themselves as the Chipmunks. Because they are singing chipmunks.
They're
Like,
literally
you can't
just
argue
singing
with that.
chipmunks. So the Chipettes, they were unaware of the existence of the chipmunks.
Yes,
That's
as
so
I
strange
understand
because
it.
they're called the Chipettes. It really sounds.
No,
like,
they
yeah.
called themselves the Chipmunks.
and then they had to call themselves the Chipettes because of
And
brand
then
protection.
the entire episode is about a disagreement over brand rights
Wow, weird.
that ends with them having to rebrand themselves as the Chipettes.
I mean, that's something probably that Rossi Bagdasarian Jr. would be very familiar with, given that his whole shtick was taking existing songs and
Doing
playing
a
by speed.
version of it.
He would know a lot about copyright. And
I'm guessing later we have to make some tea.
Perhaps, yes, actually, that would make sense, because here it is, the kettle and such.
All right, time for a mind test.
Ah, okay, we're going to see if... Okay,
Memorize the image on the card. It's one
of those things from Space
big,
Invaders. Space Invaders.
Slender Man looking thing.
Oh.
Done.
I think pretty much everything looks like one of the Space Invaders, doesn't it?
That's really true.
That's what that game
All right,
was
so that's
made.
a teapot that's split in the middle in two teapots.
Okay, okay, let's see.
All right,
that's
that's
a skull.
That's
Skull,
obviously
which
a
the
skull,
Punisher
right?
is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is. Skull.
Yep, that's the skull.
All
Okay,
right,
this is a sad cattle skull. It's a,
I'm gonna go with sad cattle skull.
there, the top one, yeah.
Right there,
Okay.
yeah. And this is Slender Man again.
Yeah, I see Space Invader thing.
Slender Man, Space Invader, potato. There's the skull again.
And
And there's the. Why are they making us do it all
It's
twice?
all the same stuff.
Oh, that's new.
Oh, that's funny looking. I don't know.
I don't know.
What is
Butterfly,
it? Maybe,
ladybug. I don't know.
There, bottom.
That's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I don't know. A funny looking skull with a wider chin that.
I was gonna say a vase, but it's got feet at the bottom and handles on the side and handles at the top, and that's all we're gonna remember.
Okay. Here we go.
That right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Unlike
ooh,
me,
done.
you're psychologically.
You're psychologically competent and quite healthy.
Oh, is she nuts? Is that it?
Oh no, it was just the lighting. His eyes are normal.
Okay.
I can't think.
Where are my green tea bags?
Oh. Tap anywhere.
We are now counseling a therapist.
You know,
Who's
Alvin and the
worried
Chipmunks
that
one
she's
time
going
met a
mad.
Frankenstein.
That's true. In Alvin and the Chipmunks meet Frankenstein.
And they might have met a Wolfman, too. I guess Universal owns the Chipmunks.
Oh, yeah, I guess they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Why else would that have happened? Although Frankenstein and Dracula are both copyright cleared, so it's possible they don't.
I feel, though, they met a Wolfman, and he was specifically called Wolfman.
The Wolfman? Yeah.
It's not like the time that Spider-Man and his amazing friends met Dracula, a Frankenstein, and then Wolf Thing. That's what he was called.
Speaking of, I have a dynamite marketing hook for The Mummy.
Oh, good. What was the...
All right.
Can we
Well, not
discuss it
really.
here?
It's just we're going to be putting together a Kickstarter
Yep.
in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought for part of the video we could do the math and guarantee that The Mummy will have more mummy on screen as a percentage of the running time than any film ever.
That's interesting because the Mummy, the modern Mummy movies,
Barely any mummy.
yeah, he was always in like a humanoid.
Well, what I said
non-mummy
was we
form
should
anyway.
make a here is the amount of regeneration he has to go through before he stops technically being a mummy.
Yeah,
Right? And for example, in The Mummy Returns, he's almost never a mummy.
that's true. Very rarely, he just turns back into a guy pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
he's just Arnold Vosloo most of the time.
Yeah.
You're like a knight in flannel.
Thanks. Now I'd
And
like
former
to talk
patient
more
Count
about
Orlok.
Just turned 500 years old.
Suffering from
and
midlife
he's
crisis,
suffering
kind
from
of the
a
fang.
midlife
Who
crisis.
cares about Orlok? Let's talk
The
about you
thing
and
is,
me.
His daughter is my
His
bride.
daughter is my
Bride?
bride. You're a bride?
But Orlok is against.
Is
I
against it.
see.
I
He won't listen to
see.
reason.
If he's 500, that would suggest to me that the average vampire,
This is 1,000 years
yeah,
old.
is 1,000 because they get
Perpetual
killed.
motion machines.
You know, like your
Negative
time that you can
energy,
survive.
I can't
My
work
They live
perpetual
forever,
motion
but-
machines have stopped due to negative energy. I can't work in this atmosphere.
Oh no!
We have to
Gotta
start all of the
reactivate her
perpetual motion machines again.
I was gonna ask how long those run for. Apparently, perpetually.
Perpetually. They're perpetual motion machines. Alright, and last one is right behind this thing, where we have to find a bunch of stuff to do it. Shuttlecock! Oil can! Calculator! Adjustable wrench!
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like the worst Captain Planet-esque team ever.
I know.
Adjustable wrench, go Planet! By your powers combined, I am a guy with some tools, I guess? I
I
don't
think it
know.
would have to be, yeah. So yeah, so we'll guarantee, like, oh, and I also want to, in the video, guarantee, I don't see an oil can. Do you see an oil can?
No,
I also, in the video, want to guarantee that,
must be behind something.
oh, there it is.
Oh, no, I was wrong. Looked like a pipe on the wall.
No, it did. They call that a seal. It's really more of a stamp or whatever. Floppy disk right there.
Uh-huh.
Elephant. Clock, or cloche if you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should not say stuff like that. No, I also wanted to scare people. Don't worry. This movie isn't just called The Mummy. This isn't going to be one of those movies where the movie is called The Mummy, and then it turns out that The Mummy is really drug addiction, and it's just a movie about two drug addicts who wander around, and they remember a movie about a mummy they saw when they were kids, and talk about how much it scared them, but it's really just a metaphor for their own problems with heroin.
I would really hate that.
It's not one of those. It's about we guarantee it's about a mummy. We're not going to tell you the plot, because that would spoil it. But there's a legit mummy in this movie. Not only that, and that's where I segue into guaranteeing more mummy on screen as a percentage of screen time than any other movie.
Action plan before I approach Orlok.
And I obviously had to make it percentage, because The Mummy Returns is like a 2.5-hour movie. Right.
I hope we don't have to bow to the pressure of the market forces and make this movie have mummy porn in it. People,
That would
you know,
be the worst.
to tempt the audience, because I'm, you know, I was about first. My mind's doing a number of somersaults right now because I'm thinking. On the one hand, I was going to say I'm surprised that doesn't exist, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, it probably does. Because I guess with mummies, there's bandage unwrapping. That's erotic, isn't it?
I hope not.
I mean, if underneath is a rotting corpse, which inevitably it should be what's underneath a mummy, you know, then that would be not erotic. To me, anyway.
I would say harshly non-erotic.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, as far from eroticism as you are likely to get.
That'd be really long.
Although, yeah, it would take a
long
while.
time.
And honestly, all the sexy lady mummy costumes I find weirdly creepy.
Oh, I guess there
Even-
are sexy lady mummy.
Oh, there are
costumes,
definitely.
sexy lady.
I went
or
looking for a
whatever.
mummy costume to shoot a teaser this Halloween, and there are none. Like, there were none for dudes available. There were only sexy lady mummy costumes.
Maybe they
and
feel-
everyone looked at me like I was crazy for asking for one.
For a mummy costume.
For a mummy
The-
costume.
like the
one of the
fourth
5
most
definitive.
popular.
Here, so it's
Yeah.
Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Mummy. There,
Yeah, I
done.
think so. Yeah. I mean, we're it's only by the grace of God or the
The only
grace of
person who can
the lack
influence
of
the
grace of
count
the devil.
is
Yeah.
his
That
It was
works,
only
too.
by the lack of grace of the devil, because I've decided that I now want there to be this, that
Yeah.
there was no mummy themed cereal. Yeah.
Yeah.
there was Boo Berry, and then Beast Fruit Brute,
yeah.
and then they stopped.
All right, are you ready for this?
Oh wait, there was a ghost.
That's
Is that
Boo
just
Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just saying.
there was also Boo Berry.
Doesn't mean ghost number 3 because there was no universal ghost.
No, of course not.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no.
okay, here's where the game takes another twist.
Okay.
I'll give you a piece of advice. The only person who can influence the count is his wife.
Oh boy.
We're gonna find her. Where does she work?
Bloodsucker.
Where would a bloodsucker with a natural gift of persuasion work? As a real estate agency, of course.
So true.
In the Vampire State Building. Now,
Oh,
goodbye forever.
yay.
You handsome manifestation of my childhood complexes. I'm sorry, this is legitimately cleverly written.
It's funny. It actually is funny.
It's well done.
Who made this? What studio?
A place called Jet Dogs, who do great. They follow me, so I'll tell them that this video is going
Well,
on.
they're wonderful.
Are you the wife of Count
For
Orlok?
hundreds of years.
I have been for
So
hundreds of
you know
years,
my
right?
daughter's
You're my daughter's
self-appointed
self-appointed groom.
Nina and I love each other.
Indeed you do.
It was rather stifling when you say the air conditioner needs repairing. We can continue it when it's done. Because this is a hidden object game. So go find the pieces to fix the air conditioner. Okay, we need slats, we need a screwdriver, we need a bunch of screws. And we need to find headphones, video camera, ballerina, pencil grapes.
His wife kind of looks like a vampire version of Ellen.
Kind of.
A little bit.
I can see that. Yeah, so I've got to figure. So we have to figure out some other because we're doing the 2 teasers, right, of the Mummy, and I want to do some of those videos where you announce what it is to people, but we
Yeah.
can't tell people the plot other
No.
than it's a movie, and this is all of the plot I want people to know because there's too much to spoil.
Yeah.
Which is it is a movie about a mummy set in Eastern Ontario, and that's all we're gonna give them.
And you must, as you say, stress that it is not a metaphoric mummy.
It is not. No, there is a literal killer mummy in this movie.
Isn't it sad that that's not happened? But just thinking about the prospect of going to see a movie that
Called
promises to be
The
about a
Mummy.
mummy, called The Mummy, that doesn't have a mummy, is making me angry.
I
Like,
know!
I'm sitting here right now and it's making me angry.
Like
thinking
that.
like someone
That
did that.
hypothesis
Yeah.
is pissing you off.
Someone might have, or it's based on a thing that did happen, like where there was a movie called The Werewolf and then it wasn't about a werewolf.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
I feel like there was.
Uh,
Star notes. Obviously, those are the notes. They're not. Is it a musical notes again?
How would you feel if a movie was called The Werewolf? You went and saw it. It wasn't about a werewolf at the end, like, but it played it like it was the whole movie, like a mystery, and then it was like a weird tiger. Would you feel disappointed or
I'd be a
not?
little disappointed, but I'd be largely okay with it.
Yeah, I guess if it was
Oh my
like
god! So we
a
watched this
tiger.
movie for the show, right? And it was musical notes again. Thanks, guys. There's another screw. All right, so we watched this movie for the show, and it was a found footage movie about a werewolf.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, so the movie opens with the footage of this family getting attacked in the woods on the night of a full
should place
moon
the fans here.
in, like, the most traditional werewolf attack you've ever seen in your life.
Right.
It's the most generic, what's that sound? And then something lunges out and kills them. And then so this giant Frenchman, it's happening in France,
Right.
is arrested for the crime. And they're all like, oh, could he have done it? What happened? And then, like, why did he go beastly and attack these people? It's,
Right.
It's a mystery. Who can say? Right? And then, so the whole movie, and then we find out that, blah, blah, he's killing his entire life. There's a room where they normally keep him chained up in the basement.
Oh.
And then he turns feral and he attacks cops and all that. And then at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
they're like, now that we're at the end of the movie, we can say, I guess it was almost like he was,
Useless here.
dun dun dun, a werewolf. And I'm like, he's been a werewolf the whole movie. Like, you don't get to now say, it's so shocking that we finally used the word werewolf. In real life, you would have been using the word werewolf the whole time.
Yeah.
The second somebody got mauled in the friggin' woods on the night of a full moon, the press would have said, "Oh, it was definitely a werewolf."
Wasn't there a famous killer called like the werewolf?
There have been a bunch of killers called the werewolves because
Sure.
anytime somebody brutally attacks someone and tears at them,
They're compared to a
say
werewolf.
they're compared to a werewolf. So this
Yeah.
guy who attacked people in the woods on a full moon and is a giant hairy man
Yeah.
would be called a werewolf
Instead, they
in a
acted like.
second.
Qu'est-ce
They
que
acted
c'est?
like
I
it
can't.
was a werewolf.
Can't speak French. It's a French movie, right?
No.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh,
No,
okay.
it's an American movie set in France.
Le Loup Garou. That is it, right? The Loup
Loup-Garou,
Garou. Yeah.
Well done, John. Can you feel how chilly it is in the room now? That's more appropriate for the conversation at hand. Nice.
Matters that are
There are centuries to make. Now, my accountant is ill. I won't be able to finish this sale without the appropriate computer program. Find me floppy disks.
So do you think that these vampires in Sinister City live in a perpetual like 1994 or something? Is that what we're to assume? Like, you know, for centuries
Why are they still using?
they're using old computer discs, like, because they talk about
It's
deals
possible.
being century in the makings. Like, when you came up with your deal, like, was it written on parchment and then later on you moved it to floppy disk? Or...
I like to imagine
Yeah.
that like it's only just now finally. The deal is only now finally closing.
Right.
And that's why they're using the modern accounting program.
Right.
It would be great if it was 94 for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's what they're applying.
And then normal humans like him, they live in like farm cities where occasionally when people go missing, it's because they're being eaten by vampires and they're kept in a perpetual 1994 as well.
All right.
Which is why he wears so much flannel, except people do wear flannel now, so that shows me. But
Sorry. I should not laugh. That was good. All right, so X line. I need line O line.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, it's confusing.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Line X. All right, we're almost done. So I need line XXO, line XX. Don't know I did a growl there, but I'm happy about it. Boop doo 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 doo.
Did we make Frankenberry squares once?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to check. Good.
They
I'm
were
not imagining
terrible.
it. Yeah, because when you use something other than small Rice
You'll make a great
Krispies.
son.
Yeah, it just doesn't work at all.
Yeah, it's
See
like
you
biting
with
into
tails
solid
standing
steel
next to
once
the
you
dog.
mix
It
that
turned
with
into a brick.
marshmallows. Yeah.
The
It
weather
was
lies
horrible.
play.
Yeah.
Excellent. You'll make a great son-in-law. I see you're in tail stand next to a daughter in a black veil. The wedding march is playing.
I do
Okay.
not kid, John.
Make
I'm
you a
going to
manager
make
of my firm.
firm.
Let's drink of coffee, shall we? Oh, I need the coffee machine and some coffee and sugar.
Uh,
See, we're proving our value here at the office. Which I think is kind of nice. Shoe scales. Scales? Are they looking for like a ace, ship, shoe? Do you see a shoe?
No.
Oh, they're the scales.
Oh, there's a shoe. Top.
Oh, thank you. It's a
probably
lady
obstructed by
shoe.
the mic.
I don't know why I assumed it wasn't.
Yeah.
Now we need a ship. Oh, yay, we found the coffee.
Ship. Oh, is it? No, I can't tell if it's a ship.
Where?
No, wait, it's a gargoyle. Never mind.
Oh, there it is, ship. It was hidden in the shadows. All right, palm, leaf, candle, fork, jewelry box.
Palm. Oh, there's a leaf on the.
Oh,
carpet
yeah,
bottom
there you go. Palm, so like a handprint? There it
Oh,
is.
yeah, kind of. Yeah. I was thinking.
Candle, fork, jewelry box. Candle, fork. Oh, there's the fork. So we just need a candle, and we're on to the next set. Let's see. Oh, it's right there.
Oh,
Wow, I'm
it's on
so
its side. It's on
embarrassed.
its side.
No, thank you for making
noticed
excuses
it
for
earlier.
my
I didn't see it.
complete failure.
Yeah, we
A brooch. Why does this game insist on calling them brooches?
Brooch. A brooch.
Brooch.
Cat gargoyle. There's a gargoyle.
Oh, here's a fun quiz.
Yes.
Would you like to win a prize, people?
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us in what other hidden object game Let's Play did they call it a brooch? And I made a lot of jokes about calling it a brooch. Which game was it? I'll give you a hint. It's within the last 3 months. I know. So if you're a big fan of the channel and you've noticed me saying the word brooch a lot, then you'll pick up on this.
What can they win?
They always win a hidden object game.
Oh, nice.
So be the first person to comment which hidden object playthrough it was, where I found that, and then where I said brooch all the time, and then we will award you a hidden object game.
Cool.
Okay, here you go. Let's make some tea.
Perfectly honest.
Coffee is that.
Like that.
He's a fool.
How
can I change the
I changed the count's mind. I have no authority
One
over
of her
him.
husband's oldest
Dreams to act in a
dreams is to
film. He's
act in
crazy about Hollywood.
He's
Over a
crazy
century
about
ago, even met the
Hollywood.
Lumiere brothers and bit one of them. I can't
That
believe
brother
it.
Changed his name.
Changed his name, moved to Hollywood, and shot films. See?
As for
He actually is one of the
He
Lumiere
never got
brothers.
his big
He's not his
break.
great-grandson.
Oh, okay. So he's just lived forever.
Yeah, as a vampire
Oh
filmmaker.
my God. So really,
He never got his big
Oh,
break. There's a film director named Lumiere at my hotel in Central Street. Maybe you could help us. Imagine Count Orlok playing the main role. Excellent idea. Well, he's coincidentally making a movie about your life.
All the
Yeah.
So it would make sense. All the tickets will be sold out. I think he'll go for it.
Shy. He won't
Casting.
have
It's
the
just
courage to
kidnapping
do
Nina and
this.
waiting for him to find you at the station.
Nina's
Yeah,
kept in
so-
a dungeon behind
Only
the
Orlok can
And
unlock. Good
me.
question.
I'll give
Just
you a
keep it with you.
magic
It'll
item.
dampen his senses.
Just
He won't
keep it
even know
with
what's
you.
happened. Find the
Thanks,
7 magic
Mom.
seals to unlock the
I'm
door.
going to kidnap Nina.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Mom.
Mom.
I'm gonna kidnap Nina back.
Oh
Oh my god,
Fun
such a
game.
plan. Alright, I'm gonna pause this.
Sure. Castling wrong.
Alright, go to Orlok's castle. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh,
She
there
got
she's
into
going in
her
car.
hearse
Yeah, that's great.
and drove to see the Lumiere.
Yeah.
And we went to the castle.
Yeah.
I love the little doop-de-doop-de-doo. He's
Doop-de-doop.
walking everywhere. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. It's not that big a town.
No.
Use the amulet to put Orlok to sleep.
Yet it has a massive Empire State Building sized building in it.
A vampire state building, if you will.
Talk about dampening the senses.
Talk about dampening the senses. Now I can easily steal my bride. Okay, we just have to find the sigils.
Yeah. Okay. So.
All
let's
right,
see.
sigil.
There's one.
Sigil.
Mm-hmm.
Any more hidden sigils? Not that I can see. All right. So we need 5 more sigils. There've got to be some here. Sigil. Okay, now we're gonna find stuff. Mushroom. It's a Mario-style mushroom.
Yep.
Rainbow. Clothes hanger. Liberty? Like
Oh, like Lady
Statue of
Liberty
Liberty?
kind of thing.
oh, there it is.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Rhinoceros.
Uh huh.
Hey, we're doing them in order. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Violin. Trident.
Mm-hmm.
Horseshoe. I want to do these in order. Help me find the horseshoe.
I feel like we saw one before, but that was a different screen.
We found a bunch of horseshoes. Horseshoe.
Oh, there's the horseshoe. Okay.
Whip. Whip I saw right
Yep.
away.
There you go.
Wheel.
Wheel
Oh,
is
what?
a
We're doing them in
ball.
order. One more screen and we've done them all in order.
Okay.
Matches. Right there. Mask.
Okay.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Rapier. Right here.
Uh-huh.
Bone. Skeleton is a bone, but I don't think they count it.
No.
Is that it up
oh,
there?
that's a bone. Yep.
Yep. And lollipop, right there.
Bang.
Yes,
there we go.
it worked.
Haha.
Jug.
Yes. There we go.
All right, only 3 more of those to go.
Ah.
Maybe in his desk or... Oh, wait, there was never a hidden object
Of course,
screen
that's
here,
why
was
he
there?
has so many posters of movie vampires.
Yeah, because of his obsession with filmmaking.
He must feel cheated because, I mean, he was there on the ground floor and then he didn't get to be in any of those vampire movies.
Yeah. Must be sucked to be him.
Yeah.
See what I did there as a vampire?
Pun intended.
Yeah, we do love puns.
Yeah.
All right, let's free Nina.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Free Nina from the cave. That's a little X-Men beat-em-up game reference.
It is?
You had to free Kitty from the cave. Free Kitty from the cave. They tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you have to free Kitty from the cave from, I think, Master Mold.
Was it Master Mold?
Yes, but he was only, like, the size of a guy. Like, he was, like, 8-foot tall Master Mold. He wasn't gigantic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a very slow puzzle. Wait, I got it. Just a lot of trial and error in this puzzle. Mostly error. That's what I'm...
That is how it usually is. I guess, with trial and error. Mostly error, because then when you get the... when you get the trial, or the right one, that's what trial means. No, it doesn't.
I think you may have that not exactly right.
Yeah, I think so. That might be an error.
Waka waka!
That was a terrible bit. The worst bit ever. It's like, who's on first for morons, one reviewer said.
One reviewer of comedy routines?
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of who's on first knockoffs. If you listen to a stand-up comedy channel, it often has comedy albums, though, where there's just bits.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have done rip-offs of who's on first.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, they're intentional rip-offs of who's on first, but it's popular.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Did they ever find out who was on first?
Yes, it was Derek Jeter. I'm not good at baseball related.
See, I thought you were going to start saying
off the cuff baseball related.
I see. I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
who.
Oh, you wanted to go
And
into
then,
the who's on
yeah.
first bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't understand.
No, honestly, I could have made
thought you
my
were looking
intentions
for an
clearer.
anti-joke. Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
I was. Well, it's kind of an anti-joke for us to, be meta critiquing who's on first and then
do
just
who's
start
on
doing
first.
who's on first. But I could have signaled that way more
The
clearly.
phrasing of the Seymour Skinner ruining of the joke where he explains it too clearly.
No, the far better one is the Kids in the Hall one.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, I see why you're confused. His name is Kenneth, who? And the second, is of course, he's Chinese. His parents are Chinese. Traitor and a coward. Thought you would never come. Say you'll forgive me, my love. Mom was waiting for us to the TV studio. I'll explain everything later. You're already calling her mom. That's a little weird, but whatever.
It is, yeah.
It's like, what? And that's not such a strange name, because W-A-T-T Watt, because, of course, James Watt invented the steam engine. And the guy in the third is named Phil I don't know, which, if you say quickly enough, does sound like the phrase, I don't know.
He decoded that to its
I should have never saved you from those seals. I auditioned for this job. So I understand you're managing a baseball team now. No, I'm a vaudevillian. Oh, God.
Yeah, he was not good at
I
that.
say that was one of my favorite sketches.
Yeah.
The bad vaudeville
While we
man.
wait for the auditions to arrive.
There's
All
a
right.
room behind the door. Everything we need is
And
there.
lights and remove the toy props. Oh, okay. Well, I can repair lights because we saw bulbs earlier, remember?
You know, the guest list included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The son of Dracula was there, too.
Son of Dracula made it to the party, huh?
Yeah, he did. I don't know if I want to go now.
I don't know. He seems kind of like a creep.
Yeah.
Creep. 'Cause, yeah. Ooh. Nobody's happy about that one.
Dracula.
All right. More bulbs. But wait. Bulb spelled backwards is bloob.
Oh my gosh! We're through the
I
looking
never
glass.
realized.
Yeah, bloob. Which is an anagram for bulb. Why hasn't that no one done that yet? Wait a minute.
So-and-so spelled backwards is X, which is an anagram for X.
Alucard is Dracula backwards. And that's an anagram for Dracula. Yes, Dracula is or Alucard.
Sorry,
both
what was I saying?
anagrams.
I finally started watching Supergirl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
isn't it ridiculous? I'm only about midway through, so I stopped watching midway through. I kind of like lost interest, but
Well,
it is
it's
on
hard
Netflix
not
now.
to,
So
and that's why I
very
started
quickly
watching.
got on Netflix actually for compared to
Yeah.
other shows. Yeah.
No, they're good about that with shows these days.
Mhm.
So here's the thing. It is, first off,
Yeah.
they're the worst foster family in the world. Because never an episode where it comes up goes by that they only refer to her as a foster sister. And they insist on, when they talk about the mother, your mother.
Yeah.
Alex, your mother had something bad.
And yet,
your mother's
and
lost.
yet, even though, unlike Clark Kent or Kal-El or whatever, who was
Yeah.
adopted as a baby, she was adopted at like 13.
That's plenty early
and
enough.
She acts. I don't mean for their treatment of her. I mean,
Okay. She acts like
her
someone...
behavior is like of someone who was completely inculcated in and immersed in Earth culture to the extent that the idea of being a Supergirl, despite having a Superman for an older cousin in this
Yeah.
world, is like just something she never thought of. Like, she's just lived life as a totally normal,
I know.
boring person who chooses to turn off her super hearing all the time. Like,
Do
and
you
just
know what
like,
I find-
live like a boring, normal human.
One of the things, that, and I want to get back to that in a second.
Yeah.
One of the things that I found most offensive
Yes.
was, she takes Alex flying, which, by the way,
Yeah.
the actress playing Alex seems like she's 5 years older than Supergirl.
Yeah.
But then when they're kids, they're 1 year
They're
apart.
they're only a year apart, yet she seems older. But I guess we
seems
can be
a
like,
lot
she's
older.
really young looking for her age, and she's old looking for her age.
No,
or
but the
something.
thing that I found
Yeah.
crazy, right? So they go flying, and the government shows up to take her away.
Yeah.
And then Dean Cain's like, I'll work for you. That's the only way I can get you to stop from taking her away.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for another way you can get the government to stop taking her away.
Yeah.
Call Superman.
I know, which nobody, like, Nobody bothered to think of that, apparently, yeah.
You know, you can just call him, that's his cousin, he doesn't want the government kidnapping her.
Yeah.
And he will do stuff about it.
But no, the government is unusually hostile towards Superman, even though... Should we spoiler alert any of this?
No, it's
spoiler
fine.
alert. It's just Supergirl. Even though Martian Manhunter has been head of your organization for like several years. Or did you get there yet?
Yeah.
Did I spoil that? Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, yeah. So you know Martian Manhunter is running the show.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got
He's
red,
head
like,
of the
2 episodes in, he's got giant red eyes.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, I wonder what that could mean.
So they've had Martian Manhunter, Red Tornado.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking what I've seen so far. Superman off screen.
Yeah.
At this point for me.
Oh god, and I just want to point out that even the writing of the show bothers me. There've been a couple of these, but here's the one I found the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like Henshaw, Henshaw deleted all of these lines from the file about my father's death.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? And so the line's like, why would he do that? And then Alex comes back with, to cover up what happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's how he did that.
Exactly.
Deleting the lines is how he covered up what happens. It's not why he did it.
No.
The why is what happened on the mission.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he erased the lines.
Yeah, it's a pretty dumb show in a whole host of ways.
Yeah.
It's, my favorite thing is, we wanted, and they keep stressing this notion that, like, okay, she's trying to not live in the shadow of just being Superman and being her own woman and this kind of thing, right?
Oh, by the way, as the director, I'm going to need clapperboards. The more, the better.
And yet the show went out of its way to make her far more of an analog for Superman Clark Kent than it had to. It's like she'll work at a major metropolitan newspaper, she'll hang out with Jimmy Olsen, she'll have this boss, she'll wear glasses,
she'll have her own Jimmy, because Jimmy Olsen is sexy now.
Yeah, because he's
she'll have her own nerd Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, she'll have her own nerd Jimmy Olsen. Lois Lane's sister is going to show up, and it's in every way making her way more like Clark Kent Superman
than ever should have been.
Supergirl is as a character,
yeah.
While then simultaneously complaining about the notion of her not just being a knockoff of Superman. And it's like,
by the way,
why are you doing
one
this?
of the most idiotic things I've ever seen is their attempt to have Callista Flockhart explain why it's not sexist to call her Supergirl. And if you think it's sexist to call her Supergirl, then you're the real sexist. I would have so much more respect for you, Callista Flockhart, as a character.
Yeah.
Why call her Supergirl? Why not Superwoman? Callista Flockhart, I'm in media. America's sexist. This will sell better.
Yeah.
There,
you could just have
100% honest.
It's a show that's very bad, almost as if it's purposely so at making its own arguments. Like, because they simultaneously have Callista Flockhart's character be this awful, bitchy stereotype.
The worst person in the world.
And then use her from occasion to occasion as a mouthpiece for, like, how unfair that is that women who are powerful are portrayed as, like...
But
like,
you are a monster!
But she's a monster. Like, she didn't have to be. Is the character Cat, what's her name, like a monster in the comics?
Cat Grant? No, she's just she's
just a Betty Brant knockoff or something, right?
Gossip
originally,
columnist.
right?
Yeah.
Like, she was originally, for some reason, though Betty Brant isn't interesting.
Yeah, I know.
There were a number of Betty Brant knockoffs in
weird.
stuff. Like when they got rid of Betty Brant, they immediately introduced Gloria Grant,
who's
just Black Betty Brant. And it's like, but Betty Brant is Betty Brant's more interesting in the Spider-Man cartoon from the 60s than she is in real life.
That's true.
Like, but the only interesting thing that ever happened with Betty Brant is when her husband turned out to be the Green Goblin and then didn't turn out to be the Green Goblin.
And then also wasn't.
And then also wasn't.
By the way, Plan 9 news.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I enjoy on the level it can be enjoyed, but it's funny that when you told me you were watching Supergirl, I said, here's my impression of every episode of Supergirl. Yeah. Supergirl, a new monster has appeared down in the warehouse district. I'll go punch him. Damn, my punches aren't working. On earpiece. Yeah. Supergirl, we've used science to figure out a way that your punches will work.
That is every episode.
Oh, great. And by the way, so there was a radiation-themed villain, and Superman couldn't beat him for 20 years.
For some reason,
and then it suddenly occurs to them, maybe put lead on top of the radiation to dull the radiation. Apparently that never occurred to Superman in 20 years.
A man who regularly seems to, we assume in this world too, use lead to screen himself from kryptonite, or be foiled by lead when he tries to use his radioactive X-ray vision
Oh
on
my
it. It
God.
never occurred to him to do that. But
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's not great.
Now we will decide who will play Count Dracula.
Ooh.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh. And then one time she got stuck in quicksand and couldn't get out of the quicksand, like without freezing it. It's like you lifted a jet in the first episode. You don't have the thrust force to get out of quicksand, and you can't breathe under the quicksand.
I know.
You just
Hailed by my fangs. Bravo! What emotion! What authenticity! Fantastic! Exactly what I've been looking for in my new movie.
kid, you got the goods.
Kid, you got the goods. Oh, Starburns. Who invited the paparazzi?
Oh, Count
I am the great director, Mr. Lumiere. I want to star in my new thriller, Count Dracula's Treasures.
Oh boy.
I know. Twist.
Darling.
I
It's a
knew you were
hardcore
gifted.
porno about Dracula's many brides, who are his metaphorical treasures.
Dracula.
One of them, anyway, and then that's when we have to cut it.
Why didn't you go Family Jewels?
Wait, what was?
Because Dracula's Treasures.
Oh,
You get there to
oh,
Family Jewels.
ah.
See, which is...
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't even think of that. That's
I
his
think it's a
treasures,
faster.
you're right.
I
That
think
makes
it's a
more
faster,
sense.
you know,
You're right.
line rather than they are his metaphorical treasures. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
John,
It
what do
seems
you
so
think?
maybe.
Nobody has played a vampire so realistically since Nosferatu.
Ah,
It's your chance
What year
to
did
make
this
your
come out, by the
dreams
way?
come
I don't know,
true.
2008 or something? No.
recent-ish.
Oh yeah.
Recent enough for Amanda
I
Weir.
thank you with all my heart. You've
Fur
given me
jacket.
faith in myself again. So I don't have to marry your daughter? Of
That
course.
works
What
out
can I
so
say?
well.
Fate is uncrossed. John and Nina stars. That's so funny.
It really
That is so clever.
Oh, honey. You're such
Such a
a
wise man. Who even knows turned on? He's perfect as is.
She also kind of looks like she could be Jane Lynch.
A little, yeah.
Maybe.
Which, you know, vampire... I think if you want to describe Jane Lynch, you would say Vampire Ellen. Is that terrible?
Maybe, or like blasted with like Vita rays and
Yeah.
Captain America Ellen.
Captain America. Nice.
Captain America is a kind of vampire. He's a vampire of our justice. That made no sense. Actually, that makes anti-sense. I would suggest he sucks justice away.
Yeah. My treasure! The line is, my treasures. A damn scandal filched my treasures.
Oh, as it turned out, he can't act.
Of course not. That's why he failed 100 years
Oh
ago.
no!
Corridors for eternity.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Tremble.
Tremble,
can't.
Ipkiss.
Well, then
Oh, I
hiccup
can't.
at least.
Ipkiss is also a terrible actor.
Even though he hosted a children's show.
You don't have to be a good actor to host children's shows.
No,
You have to be
you don't.
upbeat and read stories.
Yeah,
Really?
Mr. Dressup was
I'd forgot.
famously terrible as Hamlet.
John, you'll be playing the victim now.
Yeah.
Warlock, by
Yes.
John.
There's a blood packet under his
Blood
collar.
packet under his collar.
Does look a little like Tom Cruise.
I think so. I think he does kind of look a bit like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, young Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, as I said, with the deadpan Andrew Garfield stare. Oh my no! So now is he going to become her vampire husband? Can
course.
that live forever?
Yeah.
As two vampires, much like in the Twilight book series, I assume. They both become vampires, right?
Well, I think one of them was already a vampire.
Oh yeah, but Bella, the aptly named Bella, becomes some kind of vampire. If he does look like Tom Cruise, I just realized.
Vampire Lestat kind of
Yes, I didn't even think of that. And then it would be like all like wait, what was it at the end of that movie? It was like what was the song? This was a song. It was a song. It was please allow me to introduce myself.
Sympathy for the Devil.
As done by the Axl Rose. Was that right?
Maybe.
Am I making that up?
I don't remember the end of that movie.
Yeah, he drives away in a car and,
And
it plays
attacks
that
Christian
song.
Slater and
Yeah.
do-do-do-do.
All of the
So-
sassy boys of that time were
The
vampires.
sassy
They
boys.
all were made vampires.
I gotta say, it's interesting to reference that sketch of
Yeah.
all things.
Sassy boy.
Sassy.
Is there, unbeknownst to us, a prevalence of calling boys, handsome young men of the time, sassy in the magazines of like Tiger
I
Beat
don't
and
know.
such? Is
I mean,
that a
all
thing?
I know is that one sketch from Saturday Night
It
Live.
feels like there was.
Sassy. So, that was the game Sinister City. Do you
Great.
see why I beloved it so much?
It's awesome.
You would never expect it was going to turn, like...
No.
I don't think you can expect
hilarious.
any of the plot turns of that game.
I did not.
And
I did not.
there's legitimately funny comedy in it.
It was legit funny and had our favorite thing, monsters acting civil.
Oh yeah,
Our
and I
favorite
mean,
kind of comedy.
and it's just a really good parody of the kind of game because you're expecting your bride's stolen. You got to go to City of Vampires to save it by convincing her dad to let you marry her and getting a job in the family real estate business, and then getting the dad an audition with a famous vampire director of vampire movies.
It's everything you could want and more.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'll sign off on that assessment.
I guess this is the daughter. Maybe?
Yeah, well, no,
After
but she
she's
doesn't
fed?
have that kind of.
No,
maybe.
I know, not really.
And there's the count over there by his desk.
Ha.
All right,
disapproving.
so I've been the Hidden Object Guru.
And I have been the Night Dog.
Thanks for coming along on this journey with us. Please like and subscribe if you've had a good time with Sinister City and us.
Mm-hmm.
And, leave a comment encouraging Night Dog to come back for more games in the future, because I think he'll have a great time.
I definitely will.
And, if you need to reach me, you can... Oh, did I say like and subscribe?
You did say like and subscribe, I
It's
think.
so embarrassing that I said it twice.
You did now say it now. Several times now you've said it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to keep saying it.
No,
but
no.
Apparently
They got
that's
to
important
know.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Apparently we got 140 subscribers, but apparently YouTube, its algorithms don't pay attention to you unless you're in the thousands of subscribers. So we've got a long hill to climb is my point.
Yeah. Oh, and if somebody else doesn't like it, and then you do like it, also add one of those comments where people say something like, "Looks like 15 people are jerks." You know that thing?
Oh yeah, I love it when that happens.
But making it referential to the material. So in this case, it'd be like, "Looks like 15 people should have their blood sucked," or something like that.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
All right, so point is, thanks for coming on this journey with us. If you have any hidden object recommendations or want to ask a question about HOGuring or PSVR, you can find me at GC_Danny. I guess that's that, and we'll see you elsewhere on the channel. Adieu.